Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another podcast, another episode here. I am so excited to talk about the Indianapolis Colts, but you know what we got to do first?
Murdered this a fourth time to show them they ain't shit. Who am I talking about? Any bitch that's crack a yapping lips. Murdered this a fourth time and I'll probably be a fifth. And that's a gear that all these toe tie riders never even hit. Transmission grinding, he just learning how to shift. His clutch exploded, now his ass never coming clutch for shit. No title for the name of recognition for the ops. Watch this drama queen flip flop and drop and roll like he's Acorn Cop. I need backup, I'm hit. Crisis actor looking ass, nobody aiming at you, bitch. Baby, hit me one more time like a Britney Spears lick. You love that I'm toxic, biohazard risk base, plastered across the country like Merle Haggard and friends. Oh, baby, you'd a formula for plagues. Baby, German scholar teach the kids. Baby, I'm talking about you slick. I didn't see a toddler knocking cause you only 3'6". I ain't damaged.
All right. Enough of that. That was No Title, version 4, Ryan Up Church. So, I'm going to talk about a bunch of things. There are currently a couple of football games happening, college-wise. We got the Kentucky's playing right now. I think they're getting beat. Let me make sure real quick right here. I think I got it pulled up. Let's see. No, it's 0-0. They're not playing yet. Or they're not losing yet, but they probably will. I don't know. Auburn isn't great, but we are 2-5. So not a lot of hope for Kentucky football there. Cutter Boley is Cutter Boley, whatever this kid's name is. He's 2 for 5 with 19 yards right now in this moment. We've only been in the game this is still the first quarter. So there's that. Kentucky basketball, we play on Tuesday. Our first game of the season versus Nichols College, which I'm very excited about. I think we'll probably pretty easily just wipe those first two. We got Nichols, and then we got Valesprio, which is a college name I can't say very well. So I just really quick here. I probably said this already, but I don't remember. I got a new microphone, and I'm really hoping it sounds a lot better. I'm going to try to just turn this up a little bit here. Turn those down just a little bit. But yeah, I'll try to hear myself just really quick. Sorry for the live. Okay, it's working. Just had to make sure. Anyway. So, I really think that Kentucky basketball this year is going to be, probably one of the best teams in the country, if not the best team in the country. Mark Pope is very good at recruiting. It's definitely his strong suit. We have some absolute, 5-star recruits here at Kentucky. We actually just made the final 3 for the number 1 recruit. His name is Tyron Stokes. So I'm pretty excited, and we have, Tika Owe coming back. We have did in fact beat us in an exhibition game, 84-70 yesterday. A couple of Wildcats really showed out. The Andrea Javakic, that guy, I can't say his name well at all. We had Colin Chandler kind of show out. So we had some pretty good prospects, pretty good, but nothing counts yet, so we're not counting anything yet. And the first couple games are going to be pretty much just dominated by the Kentucky Wildcats, if I had to guess. So until we play Louisville, which is on November the 11th, I think it's going to be pretty tough for us to really gauge how good this football or basketball team is going to be this year. Too focused on football right now. But yeah, I think that Kentucky basketball has a lot of hopes, but I'm not I'm not the biggest. I'm not most excited about Kentucky football when it starts. I think about it, but Kentucky basketball is a completely different subject. I probably watch every single game. I might skip a couple here and there. A guy's got to work every now and again, but yeah, I mean, absolutely love Kentucky basketball. Now let's talk about something else here, and that is YouTube TV and ESPN not being able to come to a deal. And it's, this is a very classic case of one side being like, they are unreasonable, and the other side being like, no, they're unreasonable. And I believe in my head that ESPN is probably the one at fault here due to just a bunch of people saying, oh yeah, ESPN, they want a bunch of money all the time, so it's not surprising. But, College Game Day has everyone else besides YouTube TV customers. You could watch it for free on the ESPN app, and ESPN app is actually being very good during this whole process, live streaming a few things for free, which is really cool of them, to be honest. But also, Pat McAfee just streamed Game Day live earlier today, and that was really cool. So I think that, I don't know if YouTube TV will reach a deal with ESPN or not. If I had to take a guess, my guess would be probably not. At least not soon, but eventually, obviously, one day they will have to make a deal. But yeah, I think it's very silly that they can't seem to make a deal. I mean, why not? Like, y'all have so much money, but y'all are arguing probably over a couple $100,000. If I had to guess, it's probably not much. So yeah. Friday's practice report ruled out Anthony Gould and also ruled out Samson Ebukam. Questionable were Tyquan Lewis, Jalen Jones, and Grover Stewart. I off the very top of my head, I can't remember who all they've ruled out. But I know Jalen Jones got called up. Let me just look back here for a second here. So, yeah, cornerback Jalen Jones has been called up from IR, and what a big, massive addition to the Colts defense this is. With Charvarius Ward out, we needed cornerback help, and Jalen Jones is a very, very, very satisfactory. He's not great, but he's very good. He's good at his job. Jalen Jones is very good, man. So they activated Jalen Jones from IR and signed cornerback Cameron Mitchell to the 53-man roster from the practice squad. We have also elevated defensive end Darrell Chamani and wide receiver Laquan Treadwell to the active roster from their practice squad, waiving a couple other people who were Chad Muna and Trey Washington. So Tyquan Lewis is out, and Samson Ebukam, like I said, is out. So injury help for the Colts, certainly. And it is really, honestly, just 1 second. Last season, Jalen Jones had 66 solo tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 12 pass deflections, 2 interceptions, and a forced fumble. I just seen this just a second on Twitter. We were talking about the YouTube TV situation, about how they couldn't. Kurt Herbstreit posts this. It says, YouTube TV customers, go to keepmynetworks.com now to get ESPN back so you can watch College Game Day and all of the college football games. I wonder what this is. We care about here. Oh, it's just a page to kind of complain about it. That's kind of funny. Yeah, so back to the Colts. I'm sorry, I just seen that and I felt like talking about it. Back to the Colts here. Other than maybe so we got cornerback help now. We could use a little linebacker help, but I think we'll be okay. We are slowly but surely starting to fill in these holes that all the people who talk about the Colts, we're all talking about it. That we need help on defense. We need help on defense. Well, I think this season is very different from other seasons that we've had because in the past, Chris Ballard really wouldn't go out and do much. But from the beginning of this season, or beginning of this offseason, signing, and I pretty much think that it's because, Jim Irsay unfortunately passed away. His daughters took the reins and kind of were a little more outgoing with their desires to trade for a quarterback or to trade for anyone, and for that matter. So when we go out and we trade for Daniel Jones, everyone's like, oh, well, he's Daniel Jones. But then when he shows out and shows up, we all understand why he got there. So I think that we have a small chance of actually doing something on the next couple of days on the trade deadline. But I am not convinced that he will, just because of all the track record before this. I mean, it's a possibility, but I don't believe that he really will. I could be wrong. I think we could use, like I said, a little bit of help on defense, but it's not terrible, and our offense is sound. I think we come out on this game against Pittsburgh, and we really have a very good time with it. I feel that Pittsburgh is a great team. Don't get me wrong on that, but I think the deal with Pittsburgh is their defense is just not good enough to make up for how old Aaron Rodgers is, and that's not to say he's not good, but he just simply can't move the way that he used to be able to. He can't get away from these finishes the way he used to be able to. He has a very one-dimensional offense now where he has to get the ball out as quickly as he can. He can't sit back in the pocket for too long and risk getting hit. So, yeah, that's never a fun time. But I also think this, if Chris Ballard and the front, let's call them the front office, really cared about this team the way that they say that they care about this team, right? If that's real, then making some type of a move isn't a bad thing. It'll show fans that you are, you're passionate, you want your team to win, which they've done, but, it would be cool to get a pass rusher. That doesn't necessarily mean that we are going to get like Trey Henderson, which would be awesome, but yeah, so keys to this game, I think, are the Colts come out fast in a hurry, right? And they play their game. They don't get disturbed at all by little Aaron Rodgers and his tactics. So yeah, that's the only way. And on defense, you come out and you just make plays when you can make plays. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is going to get his. Aaron Rodgers is going to get his, okay? He's going to get his little dink-dunk passes. It's going to happen. I don't predict Aaron Rodgers just blowing the Colts over. No. I don't think we're underestimating him at all, and I don't want to start now because he is Aaron Rodgers, and if we let him, he will take this game over, okay? So we cannot have that. With that in mind, let's talk about the NFL slate. Pick it a little bit here. So first game we got Colts and Steelers. Colts are about 3.5. I would give me the Colts in that game, of course. Vikings and Lions. With the Lions favored by 8.5. JJ McCartney is back, from what I understand. Give me the Detroit Lions. We have the Titans and Chargers. The Chargers being favored by 9.5. Go ahead and give me the Chargers. We have the Panthers and the Packers, with the Packers being favored by 12.5, which is a pretty big line. The Panthers have been playing some pretty good football. So I mean, take them to win, but I would not take them. I would not take those points at all. We got New England playing the Falcons. The Patriots favored by 4.5. I think the Patriots will probably pull that one off too. We got the Texans and the Broncos, with the Texans only being favored by 1.5 points. I would go with the Broncos here because the Texans, although they're seeming to get their shit together a little bit, I wouldn't trust it. Bears Bengals. I go with the Bears here. I think they're more a complete football team. But you got that little Joey Flag boy, little Jojo Flag. No, that was a joke. I think Joey Flacco could take over the game. I heard him deal with a little injury. I'm not sure if he's playing. We got the Niners and the Giants, with the Niners favored by 2.5. Probably give me the Niners on that one. Brock Purdy is back. Rams at Saints, with the Rams favored by 14 points. That's out of pocket, to be honest with you. They probably will win out that much, though. Jaguars at Raiders. What a stink fest this is at 4:25 or at 4:05. That sucks. That's a terrible game. Wow. I don't even know if I want to pick this game. It's so damn bad. I guess give me the Jaguars, man. They probably got a little more to play for. Chiefs Bills. With the Chiefs Bills on Sunday at 4:25. That's a fucking good game. The Chiefs favored by 1.5. You give me the Bills, baby. Seahawks Commanders Sunday Night Football, with the Seahawks favored by 3.5. Give me the Commanders. Cardinals at Cowboys Monday 8:15. Cowboys favored by 3. I give me the Cowboys, both. So I'm very excited about this NFL weekend. I really hope that everyone who says what they say right now about the Colts are not the good. I was trick-or-treating with my daughter yesterday, all right? And I walk up to a house. I'm wearing that jersey, that McAfee jersey, with like I'm also holding the football. I'm like walking around holding the football like this, like kind of throwing it up and spinning it around in my hand and just doing this situation, kind of messing around with my brother, throwing it a little bit. And as I'm doing that, my daughter walks up to a house, and Buddy had a Steelers shirt on. And as a joke, I said to him, I was like, oh man, that sucks for y'all this weekend. And he was immediately out of his mouth, he said, y'all ain't played no one. Y'all are frauds. I was like, so are the Chargers not good? Well, no. Are the Broncos not good? No. They were good before we fucking played them. Before we played the Chargers, everybody was like, y'all ain't beating no Chargers. Y'all ain't gonna beat them Chargers. I'm telling you right now, the Chargers are too good for the Colts. They're not gonna beat them. And we beat the Chargers by a good amount. They're like, well, they've only played the Titans and the Dolphins, and now they beat the Chargers. What do you do? I said this before, and I'll say it again. Count out Indiana teams is a good thing. Continue to get on TV or sit on your porch, whatever you do, and be like, the Colts is frauds. Because I wouldn't do that about your team. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I hope everyone does well. You ain't going to win against the Colts, but I hope y'all do well in y'all's games. I love the NFL. I love watching Mahomes. I love watching Lamar Jackson. I love watching Josh Allen and Daniel Jones. And I love watching football. I love defense. I love watching an interception, tip up intercept, Grover Stewart tip up, and stand there like he's about to catch his baby. Football is beautiful. I love almost every aspect of it. And like, to be hate-filled. It's one thing to be like, fuck the Texans, fuck the Titans, whatever. The person in your division, have fun, sure. But to just be like, y'all's team are frauds. Like, as soon as anyone mentions their team being good, you're like, yeah, but y'all are frauds and ain't played no one. It's like, it's the same thing with the Pacers, man. And that's okay. We all understand. We all get it. Indiana, a small state, small market. We understand. All right. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys watching, listening. Before we go, there's a couple more topics I had written down that I kind of didn't talk about in my previous podcast here. No one, Myles Garrett isn't going anywhere. Everybody who's on Twitter being like, Colts getting Myles. No, they're not. We're not getting no Myles Garrett. YouTube TV, the main thing I mentioned earlier, they're giving a $20 rebate if this continues for a long period of time. I almost think in my head, so convinced that it will actually be like a long period of time. I could be wrong. I don't know. I think people will probably drop YouTube TV if it does like continue like that. This topic I had written down, which is throw to score, run to win. And that's what the Colts motto is, right? And I think that the Steelers have sort of the same type of thing, but Aaron Rodgers is just a absolute statue. Rather than being able to do a bunch of this, he just kind of stands there like a bit of a tree or a statue. So instead of having someone like even Daniel Jones who can skip the pocket a little bit, I think we're kind of the same where Aaron Rodgers is either dropping back and throwing the ball a bunch or he's handing it off. Now, we do a good bit of play action. Everyone who watches this at all and knows a little bit of ball, you're going to be like, oh, they're not the same at all. They are, because we do the same kind of dinking and dunking and then the same kind of long passes that the Steelers do if you've watched a Steelers game, okay? Very different quarterbacks, but if Daniel Jones was way less mobile and older and can sling the pill just a little bit better, like, then he would be Aaron Rodgers pretty much, okay? So, yeah, that was it. Now I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on TikTok. I go live on TikTok 2 or 3 times a week, talking about the Colts, talking about the NFL in general. TikTok is same name, JD's Takes. Follow me on Twitter, same name. Follow me everywhere. I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all have a great day.